Busy with you here, hanging out on a Friday morning, getting your weekend off to a good start. We hope that's our plan, getting you off to a happy, fun time start here on your Friday. Portions of which are brought to us by Sander Cycle. What's your passion at Sander Cycle? It's motorcycles, ATVs, side-by-sides. They have the best that Kawasaki has to offer. Stop by and see them, 231 North in Rensselaer. Visit online at sandercycle.com. Also want to mention Fountain Stone Theater. Lots of good movies out there at the Fountain Stone Theater. Visit Fountain Stone Theaters with an S.com to check out all your movie times. Barbie's there, Oppenheimer's there, all kinds of great movies there at the Fountain Stone Theater. Speaking of movies, Chrissy Martin, secretly, I don't know how secretly, if we're finding out about it, it's not that well out of a secret. I mean, we don't have a lot of news like digging things out in Hollywood.
Oh, right, yeah.
So I don't know that it's really a secret, but they're saying studios are quietly hiring AI specialists during the strike. AI is a huge concern of striking actors and writers, but while they're demanding protections from artificial intelligence, the studios are secretly ramping up their AI capabilities by looking to hire specialists. AI specialists. We already have AI specialists. This thing's fairly new.
No, they're just going to say we don't even need all these creative types. That's awful.
Well, then go back to work.
Oh, but they're getting a terrible deal.
Are they?
I don't know. I don't really know a lot of the
Right, we
specifics.
don't know. Yeah, and I'm not trying to knock it. I mean, I like the creative folks.
Yeah.
I'm in the creative business.
I
But
did see something where like they get cents, like pennies for streaming.
you're talking about
Like
music.
the writer, no,
Oh.
like the TV shows, the writers and the
Oh, okay.
yeah, any of the streaming platforms. They I don't think they ever had that in any of their contracts because
Their deals.
right, like
But
a
how
show
long
from the
is-
'80s. How would they know that was going to happen?
I get that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But streaming now has been around for a long time. And I
Yeah.
don't know how to tell you this, but this has gone on forever. Okay, in the movie and TV industry. So you had people that did these movies and TV shows a long time ago
Okay.
and didn't make a lot of money on reruns. And then they were
right.
mad about that. And now
Yeah.
streaming has come around. And now they're mad about that. And the next generation will be taken care of with those things. This
Yeah.
is just what happens. It's just
Oh.
part of it. And I don't know what kind of deal you can go back and make for these people, but like all the people from Gilligan's Island, I think were all broke.
Yeah,
I mean,
what
as,
was
as
it?
they died.
What
you
was
know.
the one lady's name we talked about? Tina.
Tina Yothers from Family Ties. No, Tina Louise.
She never made anything on reruns.
Right? They didn't back then.
Yeah.
That's how it worked.
It's awful.
Right? Yes, and at the same time, that's how it worked.
I
I
guess.
mean,
I don't know. Doesn't seem right.
I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying that's the
Yeah.
way it's been.
Yeah.
And then as new things come around, the other side of that is you have people like George Lucas. We talked about this off the air.
Yeah.
Who went into Star Wars and said, "Guys, okay, you get these rights. I want all the rights to the toys." And they went, "Okay,
Right.
moron." Yeah, and then now look at.
Yeah.
And now they're like, "Well, let's make a movie about a toy."
Right.
So we can make
yes.
yeah. So yeah, he figured it out.
Mm-hmm.
He was ahead of them on that one.
Yeah.
So this has gone on with every generation of thing. Okay, before they just used to have you got paid for doing the TV show. Actually, going all the way back, you were a contract worker for, let's say, Warner Brothers Studio, and you just did whatever shows they told you to do.
Yeah. Well, way back, they were like slaves. Like they were.
Oh, with
a
the Judy
product.
Garland already.
They were
Oh,
products
with the Judy
of
Garland
the
already.
like they were.
This
they were.
junkie that you love.
Oh,
For goodness sakes.
You stop. She was a. Are you kidding me right now? Judy Garland
Yes,
was
I
a-
am.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, I am.
A national
I'm
treasure.
Pushing all the
Oh
buttons
my
over there.
gosh. I mean, I
Yes.
can't
Uh-huh.
even. What
Sure.
they did to her. Do you want me to
Sure.
start crying?
Yeah,
What they
yeah.
did
The
to
music
her.
industry made Jerry Garcia smoke weed too. That's what it was. Yeah, yeah.
All
they
right,
all
but that
did.
wasn't this. The studios owned those people in the
Mm-hmm.
like 30s and 40s.
Right. So here, these striking people. Yeah, this is just how it is. You're in a bad industry, pal. That's what it is.
Ay.
My point is this happens with everything. Okay.
Okay.
So you had the contract workers,
Mm-hmm.
and then you had the people that just got paid to do a show, and then we found out about reruns. So then that got worked into contracts. And then we found out about DVDs, and we could put shows on DVD, and that got worked into contracts.
Yeah.
And they worked into likeness for toys. And then we got laser discs, and then we got streaming, and then we got so these things as they find more ways to sell these things,
Yeah.
the contracts keep changing, you know?
Hmm.
So I don't know if maybe the contracts have to change to the point where, okay, let's say there's, you have to put into the contract any other platforms that this show may go on, I get 3% of whatever gets made.
Okay.
Maybe you have to work that out. I don't
Yeah.
know. I mean, it doesn't like okay, you and I are on YouTube right now. We're
Okay.
streaming,
Yeah.
okay? But we're not making any more money to do that,
No.
okay? So are we going
Uh-huh.
to go on strike? We're gonna throw a fit? YouTube's making money from us.
Oh.
I mean,
no,
if
they're not.
they could put ads on our stuff if they wanted to.
Right.
They could,
Well, if they
they-
wanted to, they should give us a call and then we could to make some money on it.
But I'm saying like the right now I think we're on iTunes. iTunes puts a pre-roll commercial on there and they make money from us, you
Oh.
know. So it's things just happen like that.
Yeah.
It's it's like so I don't know how much the studio paid the person to write the original script of let's say a Cheers episode. I
Okay.
don't know what they got paid. But at the time that they got paid,
Uh-huh.
they felt like that was enough for that.
Yeah.
They otherwise they wouldn't have taken the deal. They wouldn't have let them have the script. It was their script. They owned it.
Yeah.
They sold it for a certain amount of money.
Yeah.
I feel kind of like some of this is like if I sold a toy to someone on eBay
Uh-huh.
and then it turns out that toy was like, worth a ton of money and I didn't realize it, and then they sold it for 3 times more. They that's what they get. They get the 3 times more. I don't get to go and yell at them.
Oh.
Well, when you bought it wasn't worth that much.
Yeah.
You decided to sell your script for
Uh-huh.
this much money. And it
Okay.
was worth it to you at that time.
Yeah.
Now, going forward, now we know about streaming.
Mm-hmm.
So now I go, okay, you can have my script, but if you're going to stream it, you got to pay me this much for it.
Yeah.
You got to, and I think we just work things out as they go along. I'm not saying I want people screwed. I'm just saying
Yeah.
how many times can we go back in history to figure out how to make more money from this thing that you thought you got a good deal on the first time? I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know how it works.
Yeah, I don't know.
They say this AI jobs. Disney is hiring at least half a dozen AI jobs with 6-figure salaries. Netflix recently posted an ad for an AI product manager position that pays up to $900,000.
What are they taking all of the salaries they're not paying? And I was looking for the story. I can't find it.
I
But
get-
they just taking all the money they're not going to pay and paying these
I guess
AI
so.
people?
I guess so. Amazon and Apple have dozens of jobs open. Sony is looking for an ethics engineer, whatever that is, for its Sony AI America division. They say the kicker is that many companies offering high-paying AI jobs have been cutting employees in other divisions.
There you go. That's what I just said, right?
But they're hiring people to replace people. That's
Right. They're taking the job that had 4 people in it and making it 1 person.
but paying them more.
Oh,
So that's life.
yeah.
Like I talked about, I keep swearing I'm going to send you this video
Yeah.
about, how, yes, there was more farmers doing farm work until the tractor came along. And
Well,
then
yeah.
the tractor was able to do some of that work. And that's just
Right.
life and technology.
Well,
it just
sure.
keeps
I'm
going.
all about efficiency. I like that, but
Right. And at some point when everyone's going to shop at the dollar store for their Rockstar drink, eventually Rockstar's going to have less money when they can't sell them for $4. They can only sell them for $1. Somebody's
Sure.
got to lose out somewhere.
I guess.
So in
yeah.
order for you to save, others have to lose. That's the way it goes. No, I'm all for creative people making as much money from their stuff as they can.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. It's only I'm only seeing it from one side. I think radio stations are paying a lot more money to artists than streaming platforms are. I
Yes.
believe that. I could be wrong. I don't know how it's really working, but I do think it's radio is a place where they're like, we've got them already. We can keep getting them. We can keep getting them. We can keep getting them. Streaming is new. We got an uphill battle to fight those
Yeah.
people. So So I don't know, and then there's the streaming platforms that they're going after. Spotify, very big. Apple, very big.
Yeah.
Where, even though radio's got groups, we're not really a group. Like they're just like, we'll just get all of them. We'll just nail all of them, and then they probably have the big ones like iHeart, and all the clear channels and those big ones that are probably paying less percentage than we are. If I had to take a guess, they know the loopholes. They know how to do all that
Oh.
stuff. I'm sure. You know,
I don't know. Well, all that's unwritten with streaming and all
right?
that.
It's all new, and 10 years from now that'll be different.
Yeah.
They'll probably be making more, and they'll be doing all that stuff. So
Yeah.
it's hard to say. But as far as AI goes, they're looking for AI specialists. They're not saying they're going to write scripts. They're not saying they're going to put in fake actors.
Yeah.
They're looking for people that know how to use this new technology.
Okay.
I'm sure if we go back 30 years,
Uh-huh.
some companies were hiring internet experts. They were hiring website experts.
Huh.
As technology grew.
Maybe.
And they had to bring in new people to do the new stuff, to
We
work
should
the new
look.
technology.
We should look up old ads and see.
Sure.
Old wine ads and see if they
Sure.
were.
Yeah, let's do that.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, that's it. Although, how could we look up old internet ads when they were looking for ads for the internet before the internet was around?
Oh.
Oh.
Well, newspapers are all online.
I know.
I mean, not all, but like old newspapers are
Right,
online.
right. We could look at our microfiche.
Yes.
Yes, we'll
Yeah.
do that. Sure.